Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. Yes, I actually went to Bath and Body Works like this. I rolled out of bed. This store, I thought that it would be really like calm and not so busy in comparison to the one that's at the mall, but I was wrong. There were tons of people in there, and it was candle day. So if you guys didn't know, today is Candle Day. They do it once a year, so the candles they're more expensive this year. They were $9.50 instead of $24.50, the regular price. So I wanted to stop in and get some candles because then I can have them for pretty much the whole year. So I will show you which ones I got, actually. Let me go grab them. Okay, so I got red velvet cupcake because who doesn't like red velvet cake? It smells just like it. And I got, this is one of Ricky's favorites, the cookie one. Anything like vanilla cookie. This is called Mary Cookie. It smells very nice. I was kind of bummed because you could have stacked a 20% off coupon on top of that $9.50 deal. I didn't know that. So apparently Bath and Body Works will take coupons up to 3 days expired, which is interesting. And they said that it was emailed out, but like I'm signed up for their email like list and I didn't get anything. Like they even told me what day it was sent out on so I could search for it, but I wasn't gonna like hold up the line searching for it. But I even when I got back to the car, like I couldn't find it. Okay, so this is, there's something on this wax. This is Mahogany Teakwood High Intensity. I really like this one for a bigger room. They have like regular Mahogany Teakwood, and then they have Mahogany Teakwood High Intensity. This one's good for a big room. So it has like a decent throw. Is that the technical term that the candle community uses? This is another Mahogany Teakwood High Intensity. This one I've never been like wild about, but my sister last night we were talking about this Candle Day and she really wanted champagne toast. So she ordered hers online. That's risky business because I've done that before and they all came shattered. So, I mean, of course, like you can take them in and they'll like take them into the store, the broken ones, and they'll give you new ones, but that just seems like a hassle to me. Anyways, she was talking about this one, champagne toast. And she says that she loves this one. It actually does smell really good. I've seen this one before so many times and I've kind of just overlooked it. And then I got salted caramel. I honestly didn't even smell this one in store. I just grabbed it like on the kiosk as I was in like, or on the table as I was in line. I knew that I would probably like it. Ricky will probably like that one. He likes all the ones that smell like baked goods. Another champagne toast. And then, what's this one? Oh, this one I picked up on the table as I was standing in line too. Hot cocoa and cream. I'm like on a hot cocoa kick right now. It smells really good. It smells just like hot chocolate. I've been making like low carb hot chocolate and it's been really good. So it's like my little treat at night since I'm trying, you know, to cut back on the cake and cookies right now, losing the baby weight. But those are the only ones I got. I didn't go like too crazy. Some people are in there with like 5 crates of candles, which is just insane to me. I'm like, don't you have like other Christmas presents to buy? But they said limit 15, but it was limit 15 per transaction. So they would let you stand up there and do like 8 transactions if you wanted to. But yeah. So Bath and Body Works Candle Day was a success. I got the ones that I wanted, got them for a deal, so I'm happy. I'm gonna go home and see Kennedy now. My face looks super tan right now. Back with this princess here. I got home from Candle Day and I thought that I would show you guys the stuff that I've been using to make waffles in the morning that's lower carb. So Let me put her down. Okay, so it's this stuff. If you guys haven't used this before, then I highly recommend it if you are trying to go lower carb. I'm really not. I'm just trying not to go crazy with my carbs. I'm trying to not eat a lot of like white bread. I guess that's what it is. Because we've had this discussion before about breastfeeding and dieting. So anywho, I'm going to read you the macros on this. It tastes very, very similar to just like Bisquick or something like that. The only difference that I find is that when you go to eat them, they crumble a lot more than a regular waffle would. So that's the only thing that's kind of annoying when you're eating it, but it doesn't change the flavor, in my opinion. So this is for 1 serving size, which is 1/3 of a cup. That probably makes like 1 decent size waffle. It is 90 calories, 6 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein, and 2 net carbs. So I count net carbs. Well, I don't right now, but I used to count net carbs when I was doing keto. So that would just take out the fiber in any item that you're eating. So net carbs, 2 net carbs. That's pretty good. So if you are trying to go low carb, then I would recommend this. You can also make biscuits with it. You could do like breaded chicken with it. There's a lot of different options to use this for, and I just get mine on Amazon. Oh, good morning. Are you waking up? You ready to do some subby time? What do you think? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Go, 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 go. You so strong. You're so strong. Look at you. Keep that head up, girl. Get that head up. No, you tired? You're hungry, huh? You're hungry. Okay, we'll take a food break. Mom style, and I'm just realizing I have a stain on my sweatshirt. Lovely. Now it's totally mom style. Kennedy's sitting right there on her little lounger. I am wearing an Adidas sweatshirt, Lululemon Align leggings, because that's all that really fits me right now. I wanted to show you guys these shoes because I've posted about these on my Instagram, I think. But they're so cute, so comfortable, and I love them. I mean, you know, who doesn't love like a black and white leopard print? And they're super fun for running around town, and they go with everything. Leopard is a neutral. Okay, this is not going to be good lighting. I have to warn you because lately I've been preferring to rely on natural lighting for my videos, because when I've been doing them downstairs, they've been like pretty lit up as long as I do them in the day. Well, it's been raining for like the past 5 days, so I haven't really been able to film much because I didn't want it to be like horrible lighting, but you know, I'm getting to the point where it may be like this for a while, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. I wanted to do my labor and delivery story for you guys, but I did actually film it, But there were so many interruptions with this sweet thing down here that I was like, ugh, I'll just film it again. And like I was losing light in that video because I had so many interruptions. So it is what it is. I am going to just get ready and talk to you guys a little bit about why I kind of stopped doing predominantly makeup videos. Everything that I use will be in the description, just in case I forget to mention it. So the reason why I kind of stopped doing so many beauty videos is, well, there's a few different reasons. I guess one of them is because I lost interest in being so obsessed with makeup. Like there was a time when I would go to Sephora like every week and spend money there, and I think just as time has gone on, I've been more interested in like saving money, investing money, putting it into my home, putting it into Kennedy, you know, things like that. Kind of, I don't know if I should say like being smarter with my money, because everybody has their own prerogative to do with their money what they please. But for me and like my financial goals, I guess, and my goals in general, I just didn't want to put so much of my like free spending money towards makeup, because I was finding the more I was buying, like the less I was using in a strange way. Like I had done a few declutters and I'm like, why do I continue to buy stuff when I'm just getting rid of stuff at the same time? Like I need to just be using things in my collection. And there are some things that I have actually been using. Like I've been way better at doing the whole like one in, one out rule, where I won't buy a foundation unless I've used up another foundation. Obviously that gets difficult when there's a foundation that I really, really, really want to try, but I've been pretty good about holding off until I've used up something else. So, lip products, it's a whole nother thing, because I have so many that I haven't been able to use up all of them. Although I do have a couple that I have almost completely gone through. So that makes me really proud of myself. But I guess that's one of the reasons. It's just like, it was so excessive. And also, it was like so much makeup was coming out that when I was like initially when I started my channel, I could pretty much keep up with what was coming out. But then as time progressed and makeup, like more and more makeup companies were coming out, and more makeup in general was being produced and sold, I just couldn't keep up financially, you know what I mean? You know, now there's multiple palettes that come out every week. And so I just, because I couldn't keep up with that financially, I couldn't really, like my channel couldn't keep up with it. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I couldn't keep the interest of my subscribers, because I mean, everybody wanted to see the latest and greatest makeup, and I couldn't provide that because I didn't want to, you know what I mean? Because there was just way too much. So that's one thing too. And I'm not going to be sitting here and complaining like, oh, makeup companies are producing too much, like they need to stop. I mean, there are people who think that not enough makeup comes out. You know what I mean? Like, who am I to say that they're producing too much? I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. They're producing it because there's a demand for it. For me personally, I just don't want to support that demand anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like when something comes out and I really want to try it, I'll get it. But I'm not going to be sitting here purchasing every single thing for a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? It'd be different if my YouTube channel had like millions of subscribers, because then it's more of a business at that point. To me, still, even though I'll put ads on my videos, I mean, this is still a hobby to me. Like, this is not really a main source of, not even close to a main source of income for me. And so, and I don't really want it to be too. I mean, like, it's cool if it's like a side hustle, but I like teaching. I don't plan on ever stopping teaching. So, I mean, you know, when I'm ready to retire, but I never intended to make YouTube a full-time job. So it would be silly of me to spend money on a YouTube channel where I wasn't seeing the ROI. You know what I mean? There's no return on investment if I'm spending $200 at Sephora every week. I would literally be going in debt for that. So I'm just not going to do it. Oh, I'm sorry if that disappoints some people. I mean, I'm not really trying to be like a mommy vlog channel either. I'm just trying to film videos that I'm actually interested in right now. And right now, baby stuff is what I'm interested in. So, I don't know. I still love fashion stuff too, but that's been kind of hard lately because nothing fits me right now. So I know like once I get down to my regular size, I'll be more interested in producing fashion videos like I used to. But for right now, it's just kind of like when nothing fits you and you don't feel great about what your body looks like at the moment. It's kind of difficult to like want to get dressed up for a camera, you know? I bought this the other day and I'm kind of impressed. I'm in the color Y315. It's actually pretty good. I wanted something a little bit easier so that in the morning I could just like kind of brush it on and go. It looks, no, you know that's bad when at least I didn't get through one whole brow and it ran out. Hopefully there's enough in this one. Okay, so it's not going to be a great brow day because I used like a really old, like old MAC Fling eyebrow pencil. Do you guys remember that? I used to buy that all the time. Before Anastasia Beverly Hills got super popular, that was like the best brow pencil for blondes because it was like ashier. And I think it's just like really old, so it doesn't like glide on the face very well. So, oh well. Also, I think I told you guys that I was getting lash extensions and I decided that I would stop just because it's a lot of upkeep, especially when you have a newborn at home that I don't want to leave. Like, I can totally leave her with Ricky while I go get that done. Like, he encourages me to go out and get my hair done and, you know, do that kind of stuff that I enjoyed doing before I had her. But I don't want to, you know? So I am letting them fall out on their own. And if you've ever had lash extensions, that you know that when you do that, there's kind of like a phase where you're just like, oh my gosh, I have like 2 long lashes on my eye right now and it looks atrocious. So that's the phase that I'm in right now. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait until they actually fall out. I started using an oil to encourage them to fall off, like a cleansing oil at night. But it hasn't really made them completely fall out yet, so I'm dealing with that. I like that powder foundation because it's just so easy. Like, I don't have to wet a beauty blender. That beauty blender that I was using on my under eyes wasn't wet. You know, I don't really have to do much. And for my hair today, I think I'm just going to curl these 2 pieces right here because these are the only ones that really seem bad. Look at this little peach. Say hi. She's got like milk all over her face. Hi. Say hi. So when we bought this house, we were first-time home buyers, and so when you're starting out, you know, you can't have everything that you want. So a couple things we really wanted were an open kitchen. That was my thing. I really wanted an open floor plan. And he wanted a pool. You can see who's the adult in the family. Just kidding. So I'm just joking. I have a very responsible husband. So we found a house that was in a neighborhood that we really liked. That was another thing. We really wanted it in a nice neighborhood. And we found this house. It had an open floor plan and it had a pool and it was in a nice neighborhood. Right? And so there were things about the house that we knew we wanted to change like right away. I mean, the house was very beige, if you know what I mean. Like the walls were beige, like everything was beige. So we painted, and you guys are probably seeing like it's like a grayish, like a light gray color. And we painted the entire house ourselves because we were house poor when we first bought this house. And then we painted the banister. I actually did that myself because we bought the house in May, and then I was off for the summer. So I did that myself. I stained it myself like a dark, it's called espresso, but it's black. And so that it wasn't like that. It was like a orangey natural wood color. I don't know. I didn't love the banister. And so we did that. And what else did we do? Oh, the cabinets were like this awful, like almost tiger print color. And so we painted those too. And we painted them a white color because we had intended on doing the countertops, like having white quartz countertops. And so we were kind of like painting them white in preparation for that. Well, a kitchen remodel is just so expensive. Way more expensive than I ever thought it would be. And I don't know if it's like our area or what, but it's like out of control expensive. And we always wanted to pay cash. We didn't want to borrow against our home or, you know, take out equity or anything like that. Take out a loan. So we're finally, oh, and then the last thing that we wanted to do really badly was do the floors. So if you've seen, I sometimes try to hide it in like my videos or Instagram stories or anything like that because I hate it so much. Like I'm embarrassed by it. We have these floors that are, I guess, travertine tile, and they are god awful. They're beige, imagine that, because everything in this house was beige when we moved in. And they're, aw, what's wrong? Okay, I guess I'm done curling my hair. Travertine is extremely porous. Hi. Hi, little girl. Travertine is extremely porous, and the homeowners, the people who own the home before we bought it, were renting it out. And so I think because they were renting it out, they probably wanted to keep the tile because it was probably impossible to destroy, except they did. I mean, you guys know if you have tile in your home, you need to have the grout cleaned every so often. And I don't think they ever did that. Like, I don't think they ever kept up with the maintenance that tile requires. And so the tile is just disgusting. Like, it won't get clean. A couple summers ago, I went around on my hands and knees on tile and scrubbed the grout, and it didn't do anything. Like, I took a before and after. If I can find it, I'll post it here. But it was sad because I was like, it was probably 5.5 hours or so of work, and you couldn't even tell a difference after I had cleaned the grout. We tried to have professionals come in, and it wasn't ever like, we never wanted to invest a lot of money in it because we knew we were going to rip it out anyways. And we've kind of just been living with it because, again, we wanted to pay cash. We didn't want to take out a loan or anything like that. And I've come to the point where I'm like, I'm going to demo this tile myself and live on a concrete slab if we don't get flooring in here soon, because it's just so disgusting. Like, I hate looking at it. It puts me in a bad mood when I look at my floors, and who wants that? Plus, now that we have Kennedy, once she's crawling, which I know won't be, you know, soon, I don't want her crawling around on those disgusting floors. So, a couple months ago, we had a guy come over and give us an estimate on floors for our home, and we wanted to do the luxury vinyl planks. Apparently that's like the new thing. At first we were kind of like, because it's vinyl. Like, the thought of vinyl, it sounds like, I don't know, it just reminds me of old school linoleum flooring, just what vinyl is. But when you see it in real life, it looks just like laminate floor or hardwood floor, and it's waterproof, and it's supposed to be better for pets because it's scratch resistant. At least the ones that we've been looking at are. So we had this guy come over and he gave us an estimate on what that would cost. We don't even live in a big house. I mean, it's a 2-story, but it's not huge by any means. It's like 1,800 square feet. And he wanted to charge, what was it? A little over $18,000. We were not prepared for that number. So we were like, oh gosh, like it was way more than we had anticipated the cost being. So again, that was a few months ago. So we kind of put it on hold, and we kind of went through this thing where we're like, oh, like maybe we could just do it ourselves. I mean, I was super pregnant at that point, so I probably wouldn't be doing much. But Ricky said he would have his friends come over and help out, and they had volunteered to do that. So then it just came to, okay, let's go pick what we want. And we had such a hard time. We were going to like Floor and Decor and a bunch of hardwood floor places, and we couldn't decide on a flooring. So then we were like, okay, well, we can't even decide on what we want to do. So we kind of left it alone for a little while. It's okay. So we kind of left it alone for a little while again. So pretty much right after I recovered from having her, I was back in the like, okay, let's get this done mode. So we just had another girl come out and measure the house the other day, and we wanted an estimate for the floors. So she's giving us the estimate today, and then she's going to come over with more flooring options, because the ones that she brought over the other day we were kind of like indecisive about. So we're hoping that it's under $18,000. We'll see. We're still open to doing it ourselves. We just wanted to get another quote so that we could see, like, was the other guy about to rip us off, or is that really the going rate for flooring installations? So we'll see what she says, and then we'll go from there. But I can't live with these floors anymore, guys. It's so bad. So we're also thinking about putting a new sink and new countertops in the kitchen. And so that will be like the next big project that we do. But I'll take you guys along for the ride if we do make some home improvements. The other thing is, we're kind of like, do we even want to stay here? Because I love this house. I love the neighborhood. I feel safe in this neighborhood, and it's a really good school district if she doesn't end up going to the elementary school that I teach at. So I don't know. I really like this house. I feel like we're quickly outgrowing it. It is a 3-bedroom house. So we have her room, our room, and then a guest bedroom. But if we were to have another one, then we'd be outgrowing the house pretty quickly. And already it just seems like we have so much stuff that, you know, it's like we could use a little bit more room. If Ricky had it his way, we would put our house on the market and move tomorrow, but I'm just not ready for that yet, because buying a new house is expensive. So I don't know. We'll see what we do, but whatever we do, I'll take you guys along for the ride. If you guys watched my Instagram stories, then you are already familiar with this, but the stocking saga continues. I ordered a couple more that were online. They measured the same measurements, dimensions as this one right here, but when I got them, it was like this big. So I need to take those back, but now we have 4, and I ordered another one of this one right here to pick up at a Pottery Barn near my house. So once we have that one, we will have all 5. And like I said, I didn't want them to be matching just in case we add to our family. I wanted to be able to easily find one that would fit within the, you know, kind of theme that we have going on here, just ivory stockings. So the stockings are almost done. I also ordered some tags to go on top of the stockings here that have all of our names on them. So it'll be Mom, Dad, Kennedy, Lily, and Sunny. I will show those to you guys once they arrive. They just shipped today, so it'll probably be a few days. I still have the tags on these. I don't know if you can see. I don't plan on returning these ones, but I wanted to make sure that they would all work before I kept them. So I'm going to take the tags off of these ones. I am going to keep these ones. And again, like I said, I'm just going to get another one of this one, and then we'll have all 5, and then everybody will have a stocking, finally.